What's up, chickities? Welcome to today's diary entry. It's Valerie. Should we address the elephant in the room? Yes, I colored my hair and I am now a blackhead. So I colored my hair black and I am so in love with it. My friend did tones of blue and I just absolutely am in love with how it turned out. But enough about me. Now let's get on with today's video. So I am going to be doing a tutorial using the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. Now on my Namies haul, you guys absolutely fell in love with the makeup look that I had going on there. And that is basically what I recreated here, but using the Lorac Mega Pro 3. Now never fear, I understand some of you might not be able to get your hands on this, and that is quite alright because the first time I did this look, I did not have this Lorac Mega Pro 3. So I will list in the description box all the products that I used last time so that you're able to pick them up. Super affordable. I used all Makeup Geek eyeshadows. And of course, I'm going to be giving one of you lucky winners a chance to win the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. Make sure to stay tuned till the end of the video to find out how to enter to win. Now, let's get into the tutorial.
Okay, so I'm starting off with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Foundation Stick. I hauled this on my Namies haul and I had so many of you asking me how I was going to combine two different shades on my face. And this is how I wanted to show you. So I go in with the lighter shade on my middle of my forehead, under my eyes, and on my chin because those are the areas that you tend to highlight. And then for the rest of the face, I went in with the right color shade. So this just gives you like a little more dimension if you are in a hurry and you don't have time to bronze or do anything like that. I feel like this just gives you a little extra something so that your face looks a little more defined. And I primed it perfectly exactly for days that I am working. So I start off with the lighter shade, blending it in, and then I continue with the rest of the face. Now let's move on to the Penknife color corrector wheel. I like to start off with the cream shade first, and then I like to move on to the orange. Now the reason I do this is because the orange I feel is too bright, whereas if I were to mix them both, which is what I'm doing here, it does not stand out too much and it's just perfection. I feel like it gives you like the right color orange. And then I'm moving on with the Nars Creamy Concealer in the color Custard. I have to tell you, I don't know how I feel about it just yet. Because as you can see right here, I have to go in twice because one application is not enough. So it does not give you enough product, and I feel like it has to do with the fact that it's a little too drying and I have dry skin. Therefore, I don't know how I feel about it because I absolutely love the way it blends out and the way it lasts throughout the day, but I do find it a little bit drying. So I'm still playing with it. I don't know how I feel about it, but it looks wonderful. Now I'm going in with the Real Techniques Mini Miracle Eraser Sponge, and with the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder, I'm going to be baking under that eye area, and I absolutely love how this sponge is so precise and it gets that powder exactly where you want it. I recently did a Get It or Forget It video on it, and you guys, I am in love. Let's move on to brows. So I like to start off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills brush in number 7, and I'm using the Brow Powder Duo in dark brown. So I like to start off with the tail of my brow with the darkest shade, and I slowly start going in, filling it in, and going back and forth with the spoolie, brushing the hairs out, just making sure that I get the right shape that I want. Now once I get it all filled in, then I move on to the lightest shade and work on the beginning of my brow. But this is the best way to do it, and it is super simple. Onto the eyes. So I'm going in with the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in Soft Ochre, and I'm using the Deluxe Crease Brush by Real Techniques, and I'm using this as my eyeshadow primer. Now I like to go in with this brush, but you can use your finger, whatever works best for you. Now on to this beautiful palette. Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so beautiful. I can't So I'm starting off with the Real Techniques brush in 200 and I'm dipping it into pink cream, and I'm using this as my setting powder. So after I do that, I'm gonna go in with the Sigma tapered blending brush in the E40 and I'm dipping it into Toffee. Now I'm using this as my transition shade and it is so beautiful, you guys. I really love how these blend wonderfully. So after that, I'm going to go in with this Sigma eye shading brush in E55 and I'm dipping it into Maple. So this is that brown that you guys absolutely loved. It's kind of a terracotta color. Now we're going to be placing this all over the lid, and it's quite alright if you get it a little bit above the crease because we're going in another time with a different brush like we're doing right here. I'm going in with the Diffuse Crease brush E38 by Sigma and I'm dipping it back into Maple and I'm just blending it all over the crease. I'm going in with the E22 Morphe brush and dipping it into Walnut. I'm using this to give my eyes a little more dimension, focusing it on the outer corner of my eyes. This shade is a little darker and I'm using it just for that. We want those eyes to pop. For eyeliner, I'm going in with the Mally waterproof liner in Black Navy. This color is not quite black, it's got hints of blue in it and I found it to be perfect for this look. I know guys, I'm not supposed to stretch out my eye like that. It gives you wrinkles, but I'm sorry, I have no other way of doing it. And yeah, but you're going to line your eyes. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go in and smoke that eyeliner out. I'm now going to use the Sigma Short Shader Brush E20 brush to smudge that eyeliner out, which is going to give you that smoky eye look effect. I found this eyeliner to be perfect for doing just that. It just blends out very great. So I went ahead and finished the rest of my face off camera and I put on some falsies, which are the red cherry lashes in number 47. But here I'm going in with the Sigma E30 brush and dipping it into Maple and placing that all over my lower lash line. After that, I went in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara in Carbon Black. I absolutely love this mascara. Onto lips. As you can see, I was having a lot of fun. So I went in with the Rimmel and Kate Moss collaboration in number 8. And this is the lipstick right here that I'm using. After that, I'm going in with the Dose of Colors Angelique lipstick on top of that. And to top it off, I'm using the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Vanilla Cream Pie. And that completes this look.
For the rules on how you can enter to win the Lorac Mega Pro 3 palette. It is super easy and simple. This giveaway is open internationally, so anybody can win. I will leave you a link in the description box which will take you to gleam.io so you can enter to win. The only thing you must do for me is be subscribed to this channel, but I will leave you loads of more ways that you can enter this giveaway so you have more chances to win. As per usual, my business email is just that, is my business email, so please do not use my email to send me any questions or ask me to win or any of that stuff. It's just not nice and you will be disqualified. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Good luck to everybody that enters to win this giveaway, and I will catch you on my next diary entry. Un besote. Mwah. Bye.
But let me just watch.